What if we do just run Thresh? What if we just run Thresh pulling Callista? I don't know, Thresh is like pretty good. Sounds trash. So it's like Callista out. Okay, so it would be 33. So it's like... like this. I think Tavern Keeper has become a little bonkers here. I mean, we have a lot of stuff that just feeds off of healing, right? Callista Elise. So we just go deep for Keeper options. Not amazing, but it's good enough. Croc when we're attacking odds. That's fine though. It's like, we have Keeper and we have a hand that can make him work without being super late game oriented. That's good. What if we just run literally one Tryndamere and we just really hope we don't draw it?
Nothing escapes my watch.
Okay, this seems fine. It's so bad to like open Glimpse. As much as I would like to, it's like, I mean, if you Vile Feast, we just feel terrible. Man, I don't think I can Glimpse here either. We have to be okay burning a mana. I don't know. You could Tavern Keeper, I guess. Tavern Keeper might have just been better. I don't mind taking a bit of damage here, though. Yeah, Tavern Keeper last turn would have been a bit better, though, for sure.
Can see the Devastian border from here.
It's like, it's pretty likely that it all just ends up playing out like that. Interesting. So he's on his own. Thresh feels pretty neat in these like mirror situations. Like Thresh has to feel super dominant here, yeah? Thresh with second Keeper. I mean, I feel super in control of this situation. Yeah, he's Poro emoting too. Makes me feel even better. He did wave to me at the start of the game, so he knows who I am. He might be using the Poro emote as a bluff. He's got the Collector. Collector does make me feel less good. I think I'm actually gonna do like a really narrow attack here. I could attack with Tavern Keeper, just his attacks. I'll just block with a Sentry. I don't think that's actually good for me yet. I want to kill the Callista and set up like Tavern Keeper and Collector and then just do nothing else, I think. So yeah, we'll let him get like one proc on the Collector, that's fine. The most important thing is like having Tavern Keeper for Thresh and allowing Thresh to flip. I don't think we can use this on ourself here. But yeah, I feel pretty good about this here. So this feels like this one has to be the Croc. Croc leaves open the box, which is kind of funny. Depending on what he does, that could actually be huge. Like if he does like a weird butcher or something. Feels like it's always Croc here. Big Croc. I don't know. It just makes his attack so unbelievably awkward. Like he actually kind of can't attack here. You could maybe say the same about Neverglade though. I could definitely have seen Neverglade in that position. Since if he decides to float this, then we are going mana negative. We're burning one extra. Whoa! Honestly, I kind of just want to trade down this board. I don't think any of this matters. I think I just block everything. This feels totally fine. It's like we're taking a bit of damage, but it's like nothing more than usual. He needs a way to threaten Thresh now, which he has a really difficult time doing. It's like double Vile. Glimpse there, then? Okay. I don't know. The thing is, like, when you flip Thresh and when it pulls out a Tryndamere, it's kind of like game over. So you just have like a free win condition, which is really nice. Why not wait on box till post combat, and his Kalista will level and box won't kill it. I don't know. I'm a liker of the Thresh Tryndamere combo. It's like I wasn't super connected to Kalista, and it like you actually like can't win if Thresh pulls out a Tryndamere. It's like there really kind of isn't coming back from that. It's pretty insane.
They're out there. I'll spot them.
Does it have to be an open attack? If I don't open attack, can he like stop the Tryndamere from coming out maybe? I don't know. I mean, I'd really like to play like Collector before this attack. It's so hard for him to actually stop this from coming out though, right? And yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like, yeah, pretty absurd. Oh, that's pretty good.
Ready the torches.
Going on to 8. It's a little low here. I kind of need to like not give him outs, right? I think I might have to glimpse my Croc here. I mean, we do have Kindly Tavern Keeper to heal us, which is nice. I probably should just make like a slightly more efficient play since we're not going to be in ranges here. Like the thing is, giving him the draw and giving him the 1 damage on us is both really bad.
Light the signal fire.
Like, we're at 11 instead of 12, and he just gets a card that could win him the game. And that's a really big deal. We don't want to give him cards that can win him the game. Not quite there on the Atrocity. Slow Roller's a scumbag, nothing hard to think about, simple math. There's a really major call to glimpse the Croc that turn. I don't know. I don't think there's... I mean, it looks slightly weird, but there's a lot of arguments to glimpse the Croc there. Like, it just comes down to basically just being able to survive 1 turn. And if that's our clock, if we're putting him on a clock of 1 while trying to survive his clock of 1, then, like, glimpsing Croc is there.
You'll need more than that. That's got me bigger than you.
7. Probably just let it through and then just threaten an attack here, I think. It's pretty hard for him to beat 2 Tryndameres. I don't know. I like this version. It allows you to kind of like play a little slower in the same vein as like Sejuani, but it feels like it's kind of just like higher average values against like how the meta tends to play out. If we Atrocity the Tryndamere, we're dealing a total of 8 damage and 8 damage only. So the death doesn't happen. If we Croc and then Atrocity the Tryndamere, the damage can go through. It's very possible to literally die here. I think the Atrocity's keeping us safe enough. I actually don't think I want to attack with more things than this though. I don't think I can. Okay, so we'll get our second Tryndamere here. The consideration is like open with Crocolith, which immediately before he has a chance to respond does 2 damage to him and heals me 2, which is really nice. I don't think it helps our attack quite enough though, so I think this ends up being worth it. His chump blockers aren't great, and we're outside of ranges on his Atrocity considering he has a low unit value in hand. He'd have to spend all his mana to Atrocity here, and then we'd often be able to dodge ranges with our own Atrocity, even if we have to do something weird like Atrocity one of his collectors, which we would. And if he threatens lethal here, we'd still be able to kill him this turn.
Please, I have connections.
Oh, this is so weird. Okay. Wow. Ah, Jesus. I mean, if I Atrocity, he can Vengeance. But if I Atrocity and he Vengeances, I think I win, right? If I Atrocity like this, and he Vengeances, I should still win. Shouldn't I? Because he doesn't get the... no, it's only 1 health in. Oh, man. We're at 2. Oh! I actually have no idea what the play there was. This is really, really, really weird. There's a lot of things that could have been. I actually feel like I'm losing to this Vile Feast. Passive play? I don't know. I think this beats a lot of things. The thing is, okay. So if I submit this through and we go down to 2 health, or if I Atrocity Nexus and we go down to 2 health, if he open plays Croc, I lose without a chance to respond with anything. And that's really, really bad. And the same is true for like anything that's gonna be like sacrificing for value. So he goes for a Fury here, just to stay alive. Yes, it might have been. That's a really, really, really weird spot. I don't know, the double Neverglade is really awkward. So the question is, are you forced to Croc now? You have to be, right? I think you have to be forced to Croc now. There's no possible way around that. I don't know. I feel like if I play safe, I'm good. I like the safe play there. I do, actually. I know that there's a lot of similar situations where I wouldn't have liked it. Feels like there's never a downside to caretakering here. Triple Collector. Yeah, it looks like we're fine. He can't break me with any like last card. This could be here. I don't know. That last decision was so weird though. There were so many different ways to take that. You can let it through. You can Atrocity his Nexus. You can Atrocity the Neverglade Collector. Those are the 3 main ones. But there's even more options than those 3. I mean, what's happening here, right? What am I missing here? I don't get it. He's just like sacking more than me. And then his win condition is what, like Atrocity? Well, the box doesn't do much. If Callista doesn't die, you win. Does it actually like resolve in that order? I don't think it should, right? What are we losing to? Atrocity plus X? I don't know. I might actually just be missing something here. Because like my Neverglade isn't triggering before his, right? I can let these 1/1s in though. That's the one thing you can do, I guess. But it doesn't... It's the same amount of net damage, right? Block 2 on Callista. I don't think we had lethal there, right? I mean, you can't block Callista without something dying because she has Fearsome. I mean, what are you losing to here? Fury plus Atrocity finisher? Okay. I guess it puts him on a draw? This has been a weird game. This has been a really weird game. Oh, I couldn't possibly play anything, could I? Doesn't it? It always has to be this. Drag the spider? Why on earth would I drag the spider? What am I missing that dragging the spider would make more sense than the collector? So deny the collector proc? Yeah, but what outs does that beat? I don't know, I think this is better. Isn't it? I think it has to be. Dude, what draw makes you good here? He actually has Atrocity. Holy shit. Yeah, the Tryndamere, so obviously the Hunter shouldn't be on the right side, but I think Tryndamere going first to not be able to be blocked has to be the best thing. It doesn't make sense to drag the spider over doing that, right? You need the fearsome on the left side so he can't trigger a death at the same time as your hit is connecting to his face. That's lethal. That has to be correct. I don't know. There's a lot to think about there. I don't know. Those last two turns were super weird, man. But yeah, I think that's just it. There's so much to think about in the game. I think that a lot of plays look really simple, but they end up being like, some of them are actually gonna straight up lose and some of them are gonna win. So yeah, this entire concept swap hinges off the back of like one card, and that card is Croc, right? Like Croc going in the deck, I like Croc. Croc is good in the deck, but as soon as Croc hits the deck, suddenly you're priced in for Thresh Tavern Keeper. The reason for that is like not necessarily as apparent as it might seem. It's not just the unit deaths. The biggest thing is like, okay, Thresh and Kindly Tavern Keeper have a really nuts combo. It's actually hard to express how powerful Thresh plus Tavern Keeper is. Like when you actually like watch it break down, the odds that Tavern Keeper will help Thresh level up are insanely high. Insanely high. It's like, so for Tavern Keeper to latch onto a card, you need a card that has the ability to damage itself, Challenger. You need a card that you need a reason to keep alive, level up condition. You need a card that has a high enough health amount that you're reliably going to hit a damaged concept of that card, 6 health on Thresh. And basically, in this case, the fourth thing you need is you need an alternate target for Tavern Keeper when you're not on the Thresh, and enter Croclith for that. As like, you know, not just the only one, you also have like Collector and sometimes the Escaped A-Bomb, but Croclith helps cement like Tavern Keeper being a bit more of a reliable grab. So it sends us like, it just ends up tipping us a bit more in the direction for this. As well as, you know, of course the obvious Croc kill 2 allies. Hey, that's good for a Thresh who needs things that sure, why not? Yeah. I tend to like this direction.